Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to episode 18 of the Mega Rain podcast. NHL, AHL, my own news, all of it at this point happened this week. We got it to you right now. Let's go. Intro. Okay, got it.
You sure?
And we have spoiled a potential podcast saying. Welcome back to episode 18 of the Mega Rain podcast. As always, that's Anthony Collazo from the Hockey News. I am Joe O'Regan. The Ontario Reign had 3 games this week, looking to bounce back from their 4-game losing streak. A lot happened. NHL, AHL, baseball, and by baseball I mean my own team. Anthony, how are we?
Joe, everybody watching the podcast, I'm good, man. Dude, remember last week when the Reign sucked?
It's a 72-game season. If this road was smooth sailing, the Reign would be in first place and running away with the division right now. But ain't nobody said it was ever going to be easy.
This is a bump in the road.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
next week, we could look at this week, next week, and be like, remember when they sucked? like we really could.
Anyways, yeah. Remember when the Reign sucked?
Remember when the Reign sucked last week and we were over here like, man, like what's wrong with the Reign right now?
Well, apparently the answer was nothing. Nothing.
Joe Hicketts was what's wrong.
Okay. Yeah. But they won without him against Calgary on Tuesday.
That is true. Offensive showing. He comes back in game 2, and they had 2 of some of the best defensive games, according to Marco Sturm, of the year.
Absolutely. Yeah, no other way to put it. We'll get into that more into the podcast. Let's get into the Los Angeles Kings news. We've already said Joe Hicketts is back for game 2 and game 3. Let's get into some NHL news. WTF. What the freak? Mikko Rantanen and Marty Necas exchanged. Rantanen to Carolina, Marty Necas to the Colorado Avalanche, and Taylor Hall to Carolina too. But
hey, Blackhawks third round pick, bro. How are you gonna forget about that?
Man, they got the third round pick and they're retaining Mikko's salary. Woo-wee.
Crazy trade.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
Out of nowhere.
I wouldn't necessarily say out of nowhere because the Necas part was out of nowhere. The Rantanen, I don't think it was because Rantanen had already been talking.
Rantanen wasn't, but especially at the time that the trade happened, and then just Necas getting traded, the Blackhawks being involved. It wasn't like a trade that was like, oh yeah. I think a trade that would be like, oh yeah, is something like, when Jacob Trouba got traded to Anaheim. That wasn't out of nowhere. That was like, okay, Rangers are struggling.
They need to change.
Ducks need veteran presence. They were at the time they were trying to make a push for the playoffs.
Boom, 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 boom.
It made sense.
All those pieces fell together.
Yeah.
So Mikko Rantanen in cap hit is making $9.25 million. The Chicago Blackhawks will hold about $4.6 million of his contract, which will get them over the salary floor, which is much needed in the MLB as well. Now I'm going off on a tangent. Another NHL thing. Will Borgen locked up for 5 years to New York Rangers. $4.1 million.
Love to see it.
Ever since he's been traded to New York in the Capo Caco trade, he's just never been talked about. He's never been talked about because he hasn't put up points, but he has been holding down the blue line for the Blue Shirts.
Holding it down. A big reason why they're playing well right now is because of Will Borgen. And then on top of that, he's not being talked about because Capo Caco now looks like the second overall pick that the Rangers wanted for the past 4 years with the Kraken. But this is Ontario Reign podcast.
Yes, I agree.
Real quick, before we go into the ad read, scary moment before your guys' opening day.
Yeah.
Teammate, outfielder, Blake Torres.
Friend,
obviously. Got hit with the baseball in the batting cage. Really scary moment. I've been through a scary moment in my career, and this blows me out of the water. Prayers to Blake Torres. I can't even imagine what he and his family, the team, his friends are feeling right now, and it sucks. So praise to him.
Yep. We're playing for him, man. We're playing for him. That's all I gotta say. It's a 40-game stretch. We're playing for him.
Yep.
Anyways, This episode of the Make It Rain podcast is brought to you by Gowdy Law. We all know having a game plan is key when it comes to your family's future. Are you ready?
Ready.
Gowdy Law is here to help, specialize in estate planning. Gowdy Law ensures your loved ones are protected from losing a ton of money and time to probate when you pass away, just like on the ice. Preparation matters. Don't wait till the last minute to make the right play. Visit GowdyLaw.com today to start planning for the future, get estate planning pricing, and a free consultation right on their website. It is literally that simple. The price is right on their website. Gowdy Law, make estate planning easy, understandable, and affordable. The link, as always, is in the description. Tuesday night, the Reign had another matchup of the Calgary Wranglers, and it's coming to you right now in the Reign Rapid Recap.
As Joe said, the Reign kicked off the week versus the very team that they played last Sunday, the Calgary Wranglers. In the first, things started exactly how they ended last week. As David Cilia gets behind the Reign defenders and backhands it past Copley, it is 1-0. And that's all the fun the Wranglers would have. 3 minutes later, Hudon's gonna score again. He makes it 1-1 right before the first period expires. Into the second, the Reign released the clouds on Calgary. As still DRE with Andre Lee kicks off the second with a power play goal. It is 2-1 Reign. 2 minutes later, Anaheim Angels legend Taylor Ward pops one short side above Connor Murphy. It is now 3-1. But wait, there's more. EA Sports. It's in the game. Will you get down with me, down with me, down with me? You know who will get down? Tyler Madden. He goes top shelf to make it 4-1. But wait, there's still more. And Francesco Pinelli. Short-handed goal to make it 5-1 Reign at the end of the second period. And do you really think it would be a blowout win without Fifa Fagimo scoring in garbage time? It would stay that way until the final buzzer, 6-1, the final score.
That poor thing's falling apart. I'm going to get into that more on Saturday's game. However, Ontario Reign, that was not a win. That was a statement by the Ontario Reign. You go out, you drop 4 straight games, one of them being to probably the third worst team in the AHL, in the Henderson Silver Knights. You drop 2 of the Abbotsford Canucks. You drop 1 to Calgary, which you kind of can't expect that they're the number 1 team in the league at the time. And then you just come out and say, okay, screw this. Let's turn the page and let's put up 6 goals on them.
Yeah.
And give Connor Murphy a quick hook. He got the hook after 2 periods.
Deserving so. And we're going to talk about, you guys are going to see the goals right now. Adam Klapka from the red line passes it over to Cilia.
Wide open.
Behind the Reign defenders. I don't know what happened there. He goes in, makes a move on Copley, backhands it back of the net, 1-0. And I'm sure you felt it. I certainly felt it. Kind of took the breath out of me. It was like are you serious?
Here we go again.
Are you serious? We're not going to have
the Franklin GTA
week.
moment. The Franklin GTA moment.
Here we go again.
Yeah. You can fill in the blank. Mm-hmm. Reign tied up on the power play. Charles Hudon bar down skis from the left circle. Great shot by Kid Hud 10. We're knotted at 1. Oh, wait. The Reign score again on the power play. Andre Lee cleaning up the garbage up front from Tyler Madden. Absolute sharp rebound off the off the pad of Connor Murphy. Third goal, Taylor Ward picks a puck up off the rush and just
pops one.
Roofs it. Taylor Ward Roofing Company, 3-1. This game is just going in the right direction. And then we are in the game. EA Sports, Tyler Madden. Bet you couldn't guess what happened. Oh, wait. Another roof shot. Boom. Another one. 4-1 Reign. The Reign were just hitting the top of the net for all their goals, it felt like. Fifth goal. Shorty for Frank E. Pinelli, the Italian Turtle.
Probably one of his best goals, if not the best goal of the year.
Sweet dangles.
Short-handed, right? On the penalty kill. Creates the turnover. Picks up the puck. Has the presence of mind knowing that he's alone going into the crease. And dangles.
Dangles it forehand, backhand. Keeps it kind of backhand, but in that forehand. And guess what, guys?
It was forehand and just roofed it.
And guess what? Roofed. Again. 5-1 Reign. We got a blowout here in Ontario, folks. 6th goal. Pinelli shot from the point. Big juicy rebound. And from the left circle, from basically his office, you guessed it, Samuel Fagemo, that all-star, scores his 21st goal of the year. That's all she wrote. The Ontario Reign dismantle the Calgary Wranglers by the final of 6-1.
And not only did they dismantle them, after they went down 4-1 in the second period of Sunday's game,
they have outscored them 9-2.
9-2.
That's impressive.
They scored 3 unanswered, took it to overtime. So technically, like 5.5 periods, took it to overtime. Wranglers scored. So that's 3-1. First goal of the game,
3-2.
Tuesday's game, 3-2. Then 6 unanswered.
Yeah. 3 + 6 = 9.
Crazy turnaround from Ontario after they got dismantled the previous week. And Tyler Madden gave some pretty good insight after the game when I asked him, it was you outscored them 9-2 since the middle of the second period on Sunday's game. What was the adjustment? And he said something about off the rush 3-on-2. They can't let them do that because if they do that, they set up, they're heavy, they're fast, which is why they're the number 1 team in the league. If you're heavy and fast, that's going to give you good results, and you can't let that happen. And
yes,
they made defense a primary thing, and they come the other way, scoring 6 goals in the game.
That's a way to put it. I want to break into the power play for the Ontario Reign because why wouldn't we? The Ontario Reign, 2 for 4 on the power play. They went 2 for 2 through 2 periods on the power play. So once again, coincidence, I think not, but when we're talking about not dropping off the pass in the neutral zone to the trailer, the Reign did not do that at all on Tuesday. Maybe they did it once when they stopped trying to cover the backside there. But if there was somebody back there, the Reign did not do that. Riley Walsh, Caleb Jones, they were taking the puck in.
Yeah.
They were setting up. And who said defensemen couldn't skate with the puck ever? They're literally meant to puck protect.
100%. And again, Riley Walsh, he's good with the puck too. It's not like, which is why he's on power play 1. He's good with the puck. Caleb Jones might be even better with the puck. And the second power play goal was from the second unit where you have Caleb Jones, you got Jack Stunica doing the zone entries.
Yes.
Which, again, I think...
Thank God.
I think the first power play unit should have Stunica on it. Because Godin, we'll get into it momentarily, in Game 3, got kicked off of the faceoff circle, I think, and then 2 times they had a power play. If Godin's not going to... If he's going to get kicked off, there's no reason to have him there.
Yeah.
They're just not. You might as well just have Stunica.
Yeah. That's definitely a way to put it. Yeah, that's about all with Game 1. The Reign took care of business, made the correct adjustments, and they won 6-1. About everything that you wanted for the Reign to go right went right.
100%. Very, very good game. Set the tone for the entire week.
Yep. They set the tone, boys. Let's hop into Game 2 as the Reign head up to Condors Town in Bakersfield to square off with the Bakersfield Condors on Friday night. Early on in the first, Cameron Wright picks up a rebound after, I believe, it was Matt Savoy that completely missed the net. He scores. Portillo dislodges the net. It doesn't matter. It's a goal. 1-0. Uh-oh. Wait, why is everything chrome? Future! Martin Chromiak on the breakaway gets the Reign even, but not even a minute later, the Savoy Grill, Savoy Truffle, Matthew Savoy, he scores, and the Condors go up 2-1. Nothing happened in the middle frame, so third period. And off the rush, insert disc, EA Sports. It's in the game. Tyler Madden, the usual celebration, off the rush. Reign tie it up at 2. Late in the third period, Sean Element, here, high stick, 4 minutes, not good. 7 seconds later, Joe Hicketts, delay of game, 2 minutes. Now the Ontario Reign are 5-on-3, down for 2 minutes. Caleb Jones, Jack Millar, Eric Portillo stood on his head. The Reign get out of that unscathed. We go to overtime with the score tied 2-2. Nothing happens in overtime, and all the Reign needed in a shootout was Eric Portillo to stand tall in net, and Glenn Godin, with the only goal in overtime, gives the Reign a win, and they win the week by the final of 3-2 in a shootout. That is how you set the tone Tuesday and then you implement that into Friday. That is picture perfect out of the Ontario Reign. And even when stuff can go sideways, the penalties specifically, the Reign rebounded, the Reign answered, and the Reign win.
Just like we said in the intro, Joe Hicketts back in the lineup. Defense immediately just makes a difference in that lineup. Does he put up points? No. Is he scoring goals? No. Is he the captain for a reason? Of course he is. And the defense came in huge. The penalty kill unit, huge in this game. That 5-on-3, when they got that stop, I mean,
you kind of knew that this was the Reign's game to lose. And when you realized that they went down on that 5-on-3 from the jump, it was like, oh God. Just hold them to one goal. Hold them to one and pull the goalie and see if you can get something going. But meanwhile, we got floppy salmons out here. Caleb Jones keeping guys pinned up against the boards. The Reign allowed a lot of looks in that 5-on-3 for 2 minutes. However, none of those looks came from the slot. A lot of those looks came from down low. They came from point blank, not from the slot. And they came from up high looking for rebounds. Eric Portillo stands tall. Caleb Jones is making plays. Jack Millar is flopping like a fish. I'm forgetting who the forward was. I'm pretty sure it was Tyler Madden. Like, the Reign, it could not have been any more perfect than that.
Beautiful.
It was picture perfect. And when you're 5-on-3 and you're clearing the puck twice in that 2 minutes, awesome.
Yeah, and again, just like the Calgary game, the game started and you're just kind of like, okay, come on, like, let's not do this. The first goal, I mean, I don't want to say it was lucky, but man, I mean, just unfortunate for Portillo. Cameron Wright, left circle, shoots the puck.
Let's lead up to this a little bit. Martin Chromiak, buddy, do you got COVID? Dude, buddy coughed up the puck completely. This is picked off. Was this Cameron Wright that actually got this?
Cameron Wright was...
Okay, yeah, Cameron Wright shot this. I said Matt Savoy in the recap. My bad. Cameron Wright takes this, completely misses. Big, juicy rebound. Portillo's out of place. He scores 1-0 Bakersfield.
A rebound off the back wall.
Yeah.
I mean, how can you...
Big, juicy rebound off the back wall.
Yeah.
And then turnover, Martin Chromiak. Little leg lift, backhand, forehand. Common theme with the Reign scoring this week. Roofs it, and the Reign tie it up. Not even a minute later, it's Matthew Savoy. Just gets one in the slot and just snaps it home. Unbelievable shot by him. Like, absolutely nothing he could have done there. Great feed by James Hamblin on the 2-on-1 off the rush, and they take the lead.
Yep.
Second period, absolutely nothing. Colin Delia standing on his head a little bit. Third period, a little bit of a chip up front by Martin Chromiak. There's Tyler Madden. You want to do the Selly again?
The Selly?
Yeah! Huggies!
I'm sorry, dude. Madden.
It's the same thing. We talk about Fagimo having different celebrations and being a showman. Tyler Madden, literally the exact opposite.
Least swagger on the team for sure.
Least amount of aura. Sorry.
Oh, man.
My bad. Yeah. Reign outshoot the Bakersfield Condors to bloody hell, as you probably heard me say 15 times before. 37-24. Reign win 3-2. Glenn Gaudin in the shootout beats Delia by the blocker. Delia. Okay, so here's the thing with Colin Delia. You could show this. You can also show the Taylor Ward shootout clip on this. He was challenging the Ontario Reign shooters.
Yeah.
Really challenging him.
Out
of his crease, way out of his crease on Ward, trying to shut down him going up high, which is what Ward usually does for those Reign fans that know. He shuts that down completely, and Ward kind of stops, and he's like caught in the middle, and he's like, ah. And he can't like work around him. He can't go up because that's covered. A bunch of stuff. Just a bunch of stuff. There's a lot of stuff in there.
Yeah.
How many times have I said stuff in the past 10 seconds?
A lot. Portillo, I mean, superstar of the shootout. Stood tall, 3 for 3.
Per usual. I mean, seriously, per usual. It's like just, that's that is what you expect out of Eric Portillo. 6'6", imposing stature. That's what you expect out of a guy in the shootout. And he doesn't have to move that much because his frame already takes up like almost the whole net.
Yeah, exactly.
Like he's like his frame alone gives me the comparison of the walrus in the Geico commercial.
Oh my, here we go.
Oh, I did it again. I did it again. Yeah, I mean that's just how it does. That's just how it goes.
Oops,
Eric
I did it again.
Let's not get copyrighted.
Oh, that's a good point.
Yeah, Eric Portillo, shootouts, absolute stud.
Love to see it.
Absolute stud. Rain lineup, that was a 20 skater effort. The penalty kill just happened to be really good too. They were awesome. Hey, Rain win. Not complaining.
They win in your future hometown, Bakersfield. Your college.
Let's go on to game 3 Saturday night as the Rain come back home to take on the Coachella Valley Firebirds.
Kind of a sad day in Ontario as the Rain faced off with the Firebirds for the 8th and final time this year. Huge crowd on hand. Saturday night tilt. I had to park in the very back of the C parking lot, which has never happened to me ever. And it was packed, near sellout crowd. Anyways, in the first, Wardo stays hot as Taylor finds a blank space and hits the back of the net to make it 1-0 Ontario. That's all for the first. In the second, in transition, Stunica makes a move to center and shoots right above the circles and is in love with the Coco as he snipes Nike Coco to make it 2-0 Rain. And that's all for the second. In the third, Jeff scores a lot of goals. He backhands one on the empty net to make it 3-0. And that would be the final score. 3-0 Rain sweep the week. Remember when the Rain sucked?
Yes. Not now.
Not anymore.
So, Ontario Rain, 3-0. That is textbook defensively. Let's get into the goals. First goal.
Bouncing puck.
Bouncing puck. There's Taylor Ward. Hello. Just beats Coco over the glove. 1-0. Second period. 10 minutes straight of hockey. I kid you not.
You
No
weren't even in your
stoppages.
seat. You had to like wait there, huh?
I was sitting at the top of 104, waiting to just get back into my seat. And with the stop sign up. Jack Stunica off the rush, off the turnover, in transition, cuts to the middle, and ping! Off the left post and in. An absolute beauty by Jack Stunica. It's 2-0. And then the third, costly turnover with the net empty. You could guess what happened. Jeff Malott, empty net goal. Rain win, 3-0.
That Malott,
Phoenix Copley, shutout.
that too.
The Sheriff.
3 good games in a row from Copley going back to last week, Tuesday's game, and now this game. I mean, he has been playing great hockey, probably better than Portillo recently, which is kind of shocking. Not really. He's an NHL goalie, man.
Yeah.
I mean, he's supposed to be up in the NHL.
I mean, he's been streaky this year, if you want to put it that way. Like he's had some very good stretches, and then he had a really bad stretch at the start of the year. He had a little bit of a rough one between those 2 good stretches that he's had. But Phoenix Copley, like we've said this so many times, he's a formidable NHL goaltender. And
100%.
And the fact that the Ontario Reign get him is kind of a blessing.
Yo, first period, right? The Firebirds were hemming the Reign in their own zone.
For the first 8 minutes, yeah.
Yeah, like first half of the period. Second half of the period, all Reign. 14:27 into the first, Taylor Ward scores the goal. And right after, Andre Lee, I mean, a wide, gaping, open net. It can't get more open
Buddy
than what he had.
Buddy couldn't have made it into a soccer goal, kid you not.
And that was a big deal, especially for this game, and I'll tell you why. Today was Wands and Wizards night. 4 teams. Team Gryffindor.
Slytherin, Gryffindor, Ravenclaw, and Hufflepuff.
Yes.
All Harry Potter. Get the reference?
Ward scores the goal, 200 points. Udon gets the assist, 300 points for Ravenclaw.
Yes.
Andre Lee is also on Ravenclaw. So
could have really extended the lead there.
He could have put that away as far as the House Cup goes, which is what it's called, in the first period. And he missed. So that was nice to make that more competitive.
That one, and then going off on that shift, you could have heard it. You could have heard it from like the patio, the sweet patio up in the 300s. slams his stick into the boards.
Dude, and
I don't blame him.
It was wide open.
He was pissed. You can't miss that. You just can't miss that, though. Wide open net, everybody out of position, Coco way out of position, and just happens.
I don't want to take anything away from the Reign winning this game on Saturday night versus the Firebirds, but the Firebirds did not look like themselves at all. They weren't connecting on any passes. Their forecheck wasn't great. Their backcheck wasn't great. And man, this was a different Firebirds team. And do you think that you credit the Reign's defense more, or do you think that the Firebirds just were not on their A game tonight?
I'm gonna give I'll give perceptions of both. The Reign were really pinning Coachella Valley, especially in that second and third period, into the boards. Had like almost no looks from the slot, from what I remember. But then from the Firebirds' perspective, because we've just seen this with the Reign, not having your captain Max McCormick in the lineup is going to hurt you.
Oh, 100%.
It's going to hurt you, and I think that absolutely does a little bit of justice. Second goal for the Ontario Reign. Jack Stunica enters the zone, cuts it back towards the middle. Ping!
You like that goal, huh?
Goal. Yeah.
Love that goal.
Yeah. Hockey ASMR.
It was nice. It was a nice goal.
It was a beauty. An absolute dandy for Stunica. His 10th of the year gave the assist to Jack Millar and Joe Hicketts at 16:31 the second period.
As far as the House Cup goes,
do we even know we won?
From the math that I had and what everyone in the media had, including Kyle Garcia from Hockey Royalty, all the marketing, the entire marketing department, we had 600 Gryffindor, 600 Ravenclaw, 400 Hufflepuff, and 200 Slytherin. That's what we had. That's what we all had. Shafrin.
What would be the tiebreaker?
Nothing. It's just tie. And then Shafrin on the broadcast had Ravenclaw winning at 700 points. And so underneath, there was a big debate about that after we did all the interviews. And Shaff was like, dude, you guys are wrong.
Millard.
He thought Millard had 2 assists.
He did not.
He had 1. So we were right. He was wrong. He said on the broadcast that they won. Shaff, you're wrong. And Kyle's math and my math were right. It's a tie. 600 Ravenclaw, Gryffindor. Both come home with the House Cup. Harry Potter.
All right. And first star was Phoenix Copley. What team is Phoenix Copley on?
Copley was on Ravenclaw? I'll check right now.
If he was on Team Ravenclaw wins the House Cup because that should be the tiebreaker. Who got the first star of the game?
Did they take it off? Oh, no, it's right here.
No, it is right there. Phoenix Copley is on Gryffindor.
So he got 300 points for first star. They previously had 300 because
my God, he had all the points for him.
Millar had an assist. That's 400.
Copley had 500 points for him, and Millar had 100.
Exactly. So
Team Gryffindor wins because Phoenix Copley stood on his head this game.
We were all saying that if it's a tie, Copley's shutout should act as the tiebreaker.
Yes, no doubt about it whatsoever.
But it's not.
Yeah, part of the game. Third goal, Jeff Malott, backhand, wristed, empty net, goal, Selly, game over.
Do you want to talk about your sign?
Okay. I will in a moment. I just want to bring up one more thing. The Ontario Reign played a very clean game.
Oh, yeah, no penalties.
No penalties. No infractions whatsoever. No roughings, no fighting. Which we almost had one with Doty and McKinnon just doing this in the third period.
Which would have helped.
Ian McKinnon, not even just McKinnon, Hani Newman, because he wanted to jazz it up a little bit with Charles Houdon in the third. All bark, no bite. You're all talk, dude. All talk. Okay, now let me cover into this. So on the Ontario Reign, I checked this with Toyota Arena after my poster here was confiscated. 11/17 is the regulation for the posters. So I wish I could have gotten this Fee Fi Fagimo poster into here. Shout out Block Posters for getting this out there. Shout out my mom for helping me put this together. So I really wish I got that in. Here's the thing, like, I respect the Toyota Arena rules. However, rules for me, but not for thee, apparently, to whoever the heck was in 305.
In a suite.
No, is it a suite?
It was a suite.
Oh, it is a suite. Excuse me. Rules for me, but not for thee. Except for the people in 305 that literally had a happy birthday. Hannah?
Yeah. I think so.
Hannah. All of them were the same size as this poster. All 3 of those signs. Are you kidding me right now? Like, seriously?
That's hilarious. Dude, the funny thing is that I saw that too, and I didn't even think about how you got your poster confiscated. And
My
they
poster
didn't.
got confiscated. I got it back at the end of the game because it got put in the trash can and no one picked it up. And it wasn't like dirtied up or anything.
So they told you
So
you
I
couldn't
just-
even get it back?
No. And I just picked it up out of the trash can and walked out.
Dude, that's mad. Dude, Toyota Arena, you gotta be better, bro. Yo, I'm
It's
gonna
not-
make a clip, bro.
No.
You gotta be better.
It's not even that you got to do better. It's set the rule for everybody. Set it for everybody. I will follow the 11 by 17 because I got more posters coming to the rain games. Believe me, we got a lot of ideas. FIFA Game was just the first one.
prototype.
We got a lot coming. Believe me, believe me.
Dude, that's funny.
Yeah.
Dude,
So
honestly,
rant over.
what if they made those posters like in the suite? That
How did they get the poster in there in the first place?
I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. Next time, I don't know what I'll do. Just like throw it over into the patio and
Maybe
then,
you give it to me and I throw it in my backpack. Oh, we just exposed the game plan.
No, we didn't. Yeah, because Toyota Arena people will watch this. Anyways, that's besides the point. So the purpose of this is to prevent interference with the rest of the fans in the game experience.
Bro, come on.
I mean, seriously, if that's the case and you see someone put that up and someone behind you complains, just kick the person out of the stands. They can go to the 200s and do it.
You want to get kicked out?
If I get kicked out for it, I'd rather have that and have that brought in there than be like, nope, can't bring that in there in the first place. I'd way rather have that. Go sit in the 200s where you're not blocking anybody.
Yeah.
Like, I'd way rather have that. Oh, well, how the cookie crumbles. I mean, it's just part of the game. Anyways, back to the Ontario Reign bit. Gosh, the defensive core just is coming along. They had the 5 or 6 game stretch without Joe Hicketts. Now he's back. Captain's back. Everything is just like back together. It's like when mom's coming home.
The
You gotta
gang's
clean
back
everything
together,
up.
bro.
The gang's back together.
We're getting the game back together. Do. You're the one who sets the bar. Let's go into the Make It Rain weather reports. The weather reports.
Huh?
Who has it 100%? Is it me?
I believe it is you, yeah.
100%. Oh, there's a few good options here.
There's like 4 options to choose from here. And to be honest, I hope you don't take mine at
You know
50.
what? You know what? Jack Millar got the
Okay, you know what? All right, sure.
got the post game interview
Mm-hmm.
today. Was very nice to me. Asked the question I asked, like, we know you're focused on the Firebirds game, but we want to know. I'm sure the fans would like to believe that you guys pay attention to the House Cup during the game. Is there any talk about that on the bench? And he said no, not really. But before the game, there was a lot of talk about that. There's a lot of talk
course.
about fighting to help the House Cup.
Doty wanted to fight McKinnon.
Kyle asked right after me. He said, "Was Doty one of them?" And he was like, "No comment." So that means yes.
Yes.
3 assists. So he put up the points. 3
And
assists
then-
this week, and the clutch penalty kill on Friday.
Big time.
Huge.
Nothing else needs to be said. Jack Millar, 3 assists. Very, 1-800 beat down on the penalty kill.
He has been a staple on that first pairing with when
Whether
Hickett got
it's
hurt. It was
Hickett,
Caleb Jones.
Or Jones.
But with Hickett, I mean, part of the reason why they're so good and that top pairing is so good, it's not just Hickett's the captain. Jack Millar has been sneakily one of the better defenders on the Reign, better players on the Reign.
and the reason why he doesn't get talked about in the Reign is because guess how many goals he has this year?
0.
0.
Yeah.
That's why. Goals, points, those speak. Defensive and the stuff that doesn't really pop, because I'm not going to say plus minus doesn't pop, because he definitely leads the Reign in plus minus this year. That stuff doesn't really pop. There's a reason why Jack Millar is probably one of the best stay-at-home defensemen with the Ontario Reign right now.
Yep.
And yeah, assist merchant,
He's great.
might we add.
Yeah.
50% E A. Okay, sorry. Tyler Madden, 2 goals and assists. Both of those goals that he had, very timely. The first one was just to put the game out of reach. The second one in Bakersfield, very timely girl, nice. Goal off the rush. Ontario ties the game up at 2. Very nice out of him. Great shot for the same celebration. Don't do it again. The same celebration again. And just a bunch of screaming and then he hugs his teammates and goes and high fives the whole bench. Got it. Who's at 0%? Do we even have anyone at 0%?
So I could go Riley Walsh just because
we love to hate on him. Yep.
Yeah, it's Riley Walsh. We could go Jacob Dvorak just because
it's Jacob Dvorak.
We could go, well, actually, we cannot go Martin Chromiak this week because he actually played good this week. He could have been a 50%er.
Yeah.
So what I'm going to go with Team Slytherin. Yo, come on, bro.
Just because of Saturday.
We were both
both rooting for him. So
200 points and it was a pity 200 points.
Yeah.
It was Jeff Malott empty netter.
Bang!
The entire game, bro.
Yay! They didn't get shut out.
Fagimo,
nothing.
Usually a big game merchant. Fagimo did nothing. Jacob Doty, no fights. Like, come on, bro. Malott, assist merchant, no assists. Okay.
Empty net goal at least.
And then, dude.
Sean Element, no fights.
Whose idea was it to put Riley Walsh and Jacob Dvorak on the same team? Are you serious?
That's a very good. Now that you bring that up, that's a very good question. Yeah, because I have no idea.
Come on.
I have no idea. Welcome to the delirious part of the Make It Rain podcast.
So dumb.
Yeah, that's so the 0%'s I guess just gonna apply to Saturday only. Because you can't really apply it to the whole week.
Yeah, just Saturday only.
Yeah, okay, fair. I mean, none of these guys really did much throughout the whole week regardless, but hey. That's just how it goes, man. That is just how it goes.
I like cookie crumbles.
Indeed.
Next week, on Wednesday,
TJ Tynan returns home to Toyota Arena, the Ontario Reign, for the first time this year. We'll be taking on the Colorado Eagles on Lunar New Year. On the Lunar New Year night. Hopefully we see you guys there.
They got a video for him, by the way.
Oh, they'd have to.
Yeah.
Surely. I mean, after being the captain and a 2-time HL MVP with the Ontario Reign, you'd have to give him one. I mean, heck, they gave Marty Ferk one, and he was gone for 4 years.
It was his first time back, and he was the Reign all-time leading single-season scorer for
a minute.
A year.
And then Samuel Fagimo happened.
Yeah.
Fee-Fi Fagimo! 43 goals. Anyways, back to the schedule. Friday, January 31st, for the first time this year, the Ontario Reign head to Tucson to take on the Roadrunners at 6 p.m. Saturday, February 1st.
Same thing.
Yep, they take them on again at 6 p.m. And that's about it.
That's it for the first half, All-Star break.
Half.
Yeah, they're already over that.
First 5/8 of the year.
Yeah.
After that, February 3rd, February 4th, Palm Desert, Acrisure Arena, Coachella Valley, All-Star game. We'll see if any late replacements happen for your Ontario Reign. Any other players get in the All-Star game.
And we got some
by injury or whatever it might be.
We have some exciting plans to fill in that week while we have no games.
Maybe it already happened.
You never know.
You never know.
Never know.
Yeah. With that being said, anything else we really need to cover?
Nah, man. I mean, next week is the last week, and February we have 1, 2,
3, 4 home games. Man,
pretty light.
Not going to be much for us, but there's going to be a lot of games to watch, whether I'm on the road with baseball, you're at home, you're at work, whatever it might be. It's going to be a lot of Ontario Reign road games, and there's going to be a lot of traveling.
100%.
With that being said, thank you very much for watching episode 18 of the Make It Rain podcast. You know the drill from here on out. Maybe YouTube recommends you watch this video, of course. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Follow us over on Instagram, TikTok,
X
at Make It Rain Pod.
Production of Mehls Media.
Yes, we are Mehls Media, Mehls Media Production. Thank you very much for watching. Have a great week and have a great Monday. If you're watching it on Monday. If not, have a great week.